Hello everyone and welcome to my Sister Wives Gossip. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. RHOB Kyle Richards desperate for Mauricio back amid Morgan split? Is RHOB star Kyle Richards desperate for Mauricio Umansky to return amid her Morgan Wade split? Fans seem to feel she has no one as her kids are grown and fleeing the nest. Therefore, she is relying on the company of her estranged husband. So is she hopeful for a reconciliation? Keep reading for further details. Kyle Richards desperate for Mauricio back. In season 13 of RHOBH, it was clear that Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky were headed in different directions. She was all about working out and staying sober. Going out and partying was not as big of a deal for her. Yet Mauricio was busy with his company, the agency. That meant he was constantly traveling, hosting, and partying. She could and did not want to keep up with this, so she started to hang out with country singer Morgan Wade. Rumors began to swirl that the two women were having an affair, something they denied. Yet the signs were there and Kyle was quite giddy around Morgan. By the end of season 13, Kyle and Mauricio sat down with their children and shared they were separating. When the reunion aired, Mauricio had moved out and Kyle admitted she was curious about being with a woman. Yet she had not dabbled aside from a kiss with Morgan. Season 14 has arrived and Kyle claims she and Morgan are not together. More so, she won't even say her name. Yet she is very curious as to what Mauricio is up to and who he is hanging out with. She even questioned their daughter, Portia, about it. According to Monsters and critics, fans feel Kyle Richards wants her ex back purely out of loneliness. She does not have Morgan Wade by her side anymore. Her daughters have flown the coop except Portia, and she is alone. She seemed to think Mauricio would always be there, and he did what she wanted and left. One had this to say: Kyle Richards seemingly thought she wanted to be free and able to do her own thing. Little did she know that Mauricio would not be pining away for her. He replaced a photo of her and him with his DVTS pro partner, Emma Slater. That killed Kyle. Plus, he has been dating and is out and about. Kyle appears to have some remorse. Mauricio Umansky moved on with philanthropist Nikita Khan and has struggles with his father's girlfriend. So the last person he is thinking about is Kyle and her loneliness. For months now, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills universe has been swirling with speculation, side eyes, and whispers about the strange triangle involving Kyle Richards, her estranged husband Mauricio Umansky, and country singer Morgan Wade. The usually composed RHOBA veteran has tried to keep her poker face on camera and in interviews, but behind the scenes, sources say Kyle's carefully constructed calm is cracking, and desperation is starting to creep in. Kyle's been living like she has everything under control, one insider close to the Bravo favorite revealed. But in reality, she's terrified she's losing Mauricio for good. The Morgan effect. Kyle's friendship with Morgan Wade has been one of the most polarizing topics in RHOBA history. From matching tattoos to joint vacations and an eyebrow-raising amount of Instagram selfies, fans have been left to wonder if this is simply an intense friendship or something more. The rumors didn't just rattle Bravo watchers, they reached Mauricio too. Mauricio's not the type to confront Kyle over gossip, a friend of the couple shared. But this Morgan situation wasn't just noise, it was constant. Everywhere he turned, there were headlines. Even if Kyle insisted it was platonic, the optics were hard to ignore. And yet, despite the freedom Kyle has seemed to enjoy in recent months, spending more time with Morgan, focusing on her fitness, embracing a new style, a close circle of friends believes she's realizing that the break from Mauricio may have come at a much bigger emotional cost than she expected. Mauricio's glow-up and distance. Mauricio, for his part, has been thriving professionally and socially. Between filming Buying Beverly Hills, traveling for high-profile real estate events and being photographed with a revolving circle of glamorous acquaintances, his image has shifted from the devoted family man to the charming, eligible bachelor. That transformation, according to sources, is hitting Kyle in unexpected ways. She thought he'd always be there waiting if she decided she wanted to try again, a source explained. But the more she sees him out there, living life, the more she's panicking. It's like she's realizing she could actually lose him. Mauricio's confidence seems to be at an all-time high, and while he hasn't been flaunting any new romances, the message is clear: he's not pining away in the shadows. ROBH cameras have reportedly been capturing every tense moment of this unraveling dynamic. Producers know that the Kyle Mauricio Morgan storyline is reality TV gold, and insiders hint that the upcoming season will feature some of Kyle's most vulnerable moments yet. She's good at being the strong one in the group, one production insider noted. But there are scenes this season where she lets that guard drop, and you can see the fear in her eyes. She's not ready to close the chapter on her marriage, even as she's confused about her feelings for Morgan. The tension reportedly came to a head during a recent group event, where a castmate bluntly asked Kyle if she would choose Mauricio or Morgan if she had to decide right now. The moment, according to those in the room, left her visibly shaken. Public versus private. Publicly, Kyle has stayed diplomatic, saying in interviews that she and Mauricio are navigating a difficult time and remain committed to their family. She continues to post throwbacks with him, especially around their daughter's milestones, giving fans hope that reconciliation is possible. Privately, however, friends say she's been more candid about the emotional toll. She told me she misses the safety of knowing Mauricio had her back, a friend revealed. No matter what, they were a team. She doesn't feel that anymore, and it scares her. That fear may explain why Kyle has reportedly reached out to Mauricio more frequently in recent weeks, not just about family logistics, but to reminisce about good times, talk late into the night, and gently test the waters about spending more time together. The Morgan complication. Of course, there's one giant complication: Morgan Wade herself. Kyle and Morgan's bond remains strong, and the two were recently spotted grabbing dinner in Los Angeles, laughing like nothing was amiss. But some insiders say Kyle is starting to sense that her closeness with Morgan may be a wedge she can't fully pull out. She's in too deep. One source commented, she genuinely cares for Morgan, but at the same time, she knows that as long as Morgan is a constant in her life, getting Mauricio back will be an uphill battle. Whether Morgan sees herself as part of this love triangle or simply a supportive friend is anyone's guess, but her presence is undeniably one of the season's biggest wild cards. Mauricio's response. So where does Mauricio stand in all this? According to insiders, he's not ruling out reconciliation, but he's also not chasing it. Mauricio's attitude is, if Kyle wants to make it work, she has to show me, one source explained. He's done being the only one fighting for it. That shift in dynamic is part of what has Kyle feeling so unsettled. For years, she could count on Mauricio to be the steady one, to push through even when things got tough. Now, for the first time, she's the one considering making the big moves. A possible turning point. Friends say the real turning point may come later this year, when the two have several family events planned. With Bravo cameras following along, the natural intimacy of celebrating their children could either remind them of the bond they built, or cement the reality that they're better apart. And while Kyle's on-screen storyline might lean into the glitz, shade, and one-liners that make ROBH addictive, behind the glitter there's something simpler and more human happening. A woman is realizing that the life she built, the love she once took for granted, might be slipping away. The Bravo cliffhanger. As for what fans can expect, Bravo insiders are keeping tight-lipped. You'll see tears, you'll see tension, you'll see Kyle and Mauricio in situations that feel raw and unfiltered, one producer teased. By the finale, you'll have a clear sense of where they stand. But I promise, it's not the ending anyone expects. Whether that ending is a full-blown reunion, a final farewell, or something messier in between, one thing is certain: Kyle Richards is not ready to let go without a fight. For now, the cameras keep rolling, the Morgan rumors keep swirling, and Mauricio keeps living his best life. Somewhere in the middle, Kyle is quietly hoping that the man she married decades ago will find his way back to her before it's too late.